My last relapse went tremendously fast compared to all my relapses. And each time they fucking did. I mean, relapse is a nightmare. The best that you can do if you've relapsed out there, don't beat yourself up, pick up the pieces and go back at it. I mean, I had gotten sober. I was sober for about 90 days. It was like 2016. And I'd gotten sober because my wife told me I was getting fat, and I knew I was getting fat. And yes, when you drink a lot of alcohol, you don't realize just how much sugar and shit's in that. And I'm drinking at that time. I was probably only drinking maybe 1 to 2 fifths a day. Wasn't really doing much coke at the time. And she goes, "Dude, you're getting fat." All right, so I stopped drinking. I went through my detox, stopped drinking, and my relapse happened 2016 Christmas. I had been sober for almost 90 days, wasn't doing any of the programs, any of that shit. I was doing it all on my own because at that time I didn't believe in NA, I didn't believe in AA, I didn't believe in any of that shit. Dude, I got this, fuck it. And in the back of my head that whole time, even though I knew I was going to start drinking again, because I was like, I'm only doing this to lose weight. I wasn't doing it for me. I was literally doing it out of vain. I want to lose weight. It's like almost 300 pounds at the time. I went to Christmas with my wife's family over at her grandparents' house. And we're getting all the food and everything ready, and her grandpa offered me a beer, and I wasn't ever vocal about my sobriety at this time at all. Any of the times that I tried to get sober, I was never vocal. Hey, I'm an addict, I need to get sober. No, none of that shit. I kind of internalized it. I was embarrassed about it. And I didn't really want to quit. It wasn't in my heart. We're there, it's Christmas, and her grandpa hands me a Corona. I crack it open, and like, I didn't mind beer. I was a beer drinker for a long time, and I think I maybe had 5 or 6 sips out of that beer. And I remember my wife looking at me too, like she was disgusted, like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know, and just want to blend in. So like Grandpa and I do, we're gonna drink a beer. I couldn't even finish that beer. It tasted so gross to me. I mean, if you ever went through that experience where you haven't drank for a while, it's really funny because like I drank the couple of sips of those beers and I'm like, man, how can I drink this shit? It's kind of fucking gross. Like I didn't like the taste. I had no desire to slam it, any of that. And the fucked up thing is about a week later, I'm at a fifth a fucking day. And I can remember it pretty fucking clearly because I wasn't fucked up really at that time. I mean, I had the couple sips of that beer. I mean, I probably drank the neck worth of the Corona and a couple more sips, and that was it. And then I think I ended up having a soda after that. The next day I didn't drink. The next day after that, though, I started kind of having that itch. Went down and got a couple shooters. Boom, boom, boom. Love the buzz. Oh my God, the buzz is there. And of course, you're doing the shooters, like, fucking breathing fire out, and fucking your guts tightening up. And slamming Red Bull, smoking a bunch of cigarettes on my way to work. But oh God, dude, it's loosened me up. It's loosened me up. Oh yeah, I feel good. See, I need this. And within a week, I was up to 1 to 2 fifths of vodka that quick. I mean, every time that I ever relapsed, it went from 0 to 100 quicker than the times before. That's why I'm so afraid of if I ever relapsed again, and why I'm so protective of my sobriety, because it went so fucking fast that within 30 days, I was at 3 fifths of vodka a day, and I started doing coke now all of a sudden because I had to balance it out. I mean, that's how dangerously bad it got. I craved it, I fiended for it, and everything just went back to shambles. And then all of a sudden my life went to just completely blacking out. I mean, the drugs I was doing at the time, I was doing Adderall for my ADHD, but I still in my head had, thought that I had to self-medicate. I was drinking 2 to 3 fifths a day of vodka. I was doing cocaine. When I first started back off, I was doing only probably a couple grams a day. I was doing Viagra and Cialis because I wanted to have sex all the fucking time. And well, when you're pretty fucked up, well, your shit don't work. So that was having me now black out. That it was just, I became a complete train wreck, and I became a train wreck so quickly. And the not give a fuck level just hit right back, right away. I mean, that beast that came back out inside was like just no shits given, but not in even a good way. It wasn't in a way that I didn't care what other people thought of me. It was like I didn't really fucking care. I mean, there was parts of me that wished that I died. I wish that I would get thrown in jail. Like I wanted the insanity in my head to stop. but it just got that bad and I could not stop. And people don't get that. It's the problem isn't that 20th, 30th drink. That problem's that first fucking drink. And you might not even finish that drink. I mean, I'm overly paranoid even of tasting anything accidentally alcohol wise because of what it might fucking do to my brain. Like it's actually a fear of mine because of how that last relapse went. And I know that if I was to do it again, I'd be back up to 3/5 a day so fucking quick. It would be horrible. And I would fucking kill myself. I think I'd be so disgusted with myself that I'd want to just take my life and just end it, end the insanity, because the insanity got so bad. And that's how quickly relapse happens. For me, each time, I mean, I would usually get sober on my own. 1 month to 3 months is the average of what I would make it. And then I would fuck it all up. And this time, the only thing that really made a huge difference was I admitted to everybody that I was an addict and told everyone I was an addict, became overly vocal that I was an addict. And I started getting involved in the program. I started getting involved with other people that had addiction problems when it came to AA, it came to NA, it came to going to meetings, came to getting help. We came to setting up a sober support group around me because it was that bad for me. And it became so much of a fear for me that I didn't want to keep ruining my life. Relapse isn't a joke. And for anybody that pulls themselves through a relapse, I mean, you are the most inspiring person in the world because you picked up the pieces and you went back at it. And there's a lot of us that didn't. And thankfully I did. And I know friends though that did not. And they're not even here anymore because their addiction did take their life. So if you relapse, man, my suggestion, just let everybody know, dude, I fucking relapsed. I need help, and get that help. Dig inside you and find that help because you're worth it. You're worth to get that help. You're worth to not go through that insanity because all it is a cycle, a nonstop fucking cycle of insanity that you hate yourself, but you can't stop. And it's full of fucking pain and agony. There is zero joy in there. There's like zero joy. I mean, that's how bad the addiction is. I had absolutely no joy with my addiction. I just felt that I needed it. I had to have it. Had to put the shit up my nose. Had to fucking drink. It wasn't fucking worth it. And I even think back, like, fuck, if I had never relapsed that time and I did it right that time, how far ahead would I be in life? But you know what? I'm here today, though, and I am sober today, and that's what matters. So if you are struggling out there, get help. Let everybody know that you're an addict. Ask for help. And that's the strongest thing you can do. And you'd be surprised the support that comes in. I was really shocked at the surprise of everybody rallying around me saying, hey, you can do this. You can do this. It's okay. You can do this. Like, we believe in you. Going, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was going to be judged, but no, I wasn't judged. And that was amazing. And that really brought back my faith in humanity. Going to these meetings, being all anxious, back in the back, not wanting to talk, not wanting to share my first meetings. Thankfully, my sponsor was like, dude, every time you go to a meeting, you got to share. Okay. Started sharing, even if it was just like, hi, my name is Eric, and I'm an alcoholic, I'm an addict. My sponsor told me to share, and so here's my share. I just want to thank you guys all for being here and being support to me, and that I'm sober today. I mean, that's literally some of the shares that I would do because it's that important to me to not ever relapse again, because that last relapse was a scary motherfucker, and I don't want to go through it again. I believe in you. If you are struggling out there, reach out, find that strength in you, reach out, get help, because fuck, it is worth it. You're worth it. If you haven't clicked that like and subscribe button, click that like and subscribe button. My name is Eric. I started a nonprofit. It's called Driven Together. It bridges the gap between a crisis hotline and therapy. That in between, for anyone struggling with mental illness, sobriety, suicide, that just needs that extra help of experiences, shares, coping tools, whatever it is to help get us through to that next day. Because, you know, that's what it's about, is people helping people. Down below, I have links to BetterHelp if you want to try online therapy, if you've never tried therapy before. I have links to Amazon affiliate links of tools that I use, like fidget cubes, fidget spinners, things that help me get through each day when it does become a little bit of a struggle. Because you're worth it. I mean, comment down below. I'd love to have you, share your experience of your sobriety, of your last relapse, and let people know that they can pick up those pieces and go back at it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Love to have you part of the journey, because you know what? You're a BAMF. You're a badass motherfucker. You've made it through 100% of your worst days to make it through 2 today. And that shows how fucking strong you are. You know what? We got this. It's a us thing. It's a we thing. It's a together thing every single fucking day.